Hello, YouTube Nation.
And welcome to Wrestlemania!
Alright, girls, boys, it is time for our yearly now. Because we actually started this 1 year ago
We did?
at Wrestlemania. So
Oh.
now this is our yearly
That's fun.
WrestleMania 38. This is day one matchups. All right. I am gonna go from the bottom. I'm just gonna go bottom down. We're on CBS's. I'm assuming this is gonna be the card. Okay. So we have. I will call you all out. You can pick who you think, and then you can have a reason why.
Okay.
I will cut you off and hook you like on a. I may slap you like Will Smith if you are too long.
Jeremy.
Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch, the champion, versus Bianca Belair. Miss Rebecca. First.
I'm gonna go Becky Lynch
Why?
because she's been back for a year officially at Was it WrestleMania? She came back last time.
Who?
Becky. No, it's only been
It was
maybe
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's held the title for very long compared to like normal reigns. I think it's gonna be Becky.
Okay. Stella.
I think Bianca Belair,
Why?
because she's awesome.
All right. And Kaden.
I think Becky Lynch, because she's probably going to be fired up that her hair got cut off.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I am going to go Bianca Belair. I'm going Bianca. I don't know why. I just think Bianca.
Okay.
All right. We are going to go The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios. Kaden.
I think the Mysterios are going to win,
Why?
because I like their trick.
They like their trick.
I like their trick.
Stella.
I don't really know who either of them are.
So just pick one.
I'll just go with the first one you said. The first one you said.
Miz and Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Rebecca, who you going with?
Oh no, you gotta go for me this time.
Oh, Mysterios.
Okay. I have a piece of my brush in my hair. Freaked me out. Okay. Now listen. I know that the Mysterios are gonna win. I know they're gonna win. But I have to pick The Miz. And I hate Logan Paul, but I have to pick The Miz because I love The Miz.
Because he's...
Awesome! So I picked The Miz and Logan Paul.
All right. I think it's going to be a terrible match.
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Blech.
It's reliving the Bad Bunny moment, which I don't think is good. All right. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus TBA to be determined.
Wonder who that's gonna be.
Girls, do you have a guess of who might come back? Stella.
Bobby Lashley.
Well, Bobby Lashley's fighting somebody, but that's a good guess. He did come back.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because last wrestle match that I watched, he got pretty hurt.
Yeah, he did get that. See, she's in.
Good job.
All right, so do you have any other guess?
No, I don't really know any wrestlers that were gone besides him.
Okay, Kaden, do you have a guess?
I think that maybe, I have no idea.
Okay, Miss Rebecca, who you got?
It's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
All right, who's gonna win?
I'm gonna go Cody Rhodes
Gonna go Cody, huh?
just because he's coming back, and I think if he's coming back from AEW when he helped start the whole thing, he's got to come back with a bang. And beating Seth Rollins is a pretty good bang.
All
I
right.
think.
I don't think it's Cody.
Really? Who do you think it
I
is?
do not think it's Cody. I think because it's Seth Rollins and because there was, I think it was a Hell in a Cell, I think it was, and it got terribly, terribly botched and was one of the matches of the years until the end. I think The Fiend makes a return in WWE and faces Seth Rollins.
Oh, I hope so.
Who's the Fiend?
I hope he's
Bray
the person
Wyatt.
that possessed
Yes.
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope that happens.
Here is my thing. I think the Cody Rhodes portion of the program is bigger than Seth Rollins. Cody may walk out at WrestleMania,
Oh, he's
but
coming
he
out.
has got to be looking at either Brock, Roman. He's got to look at somebody title-wise. Seth doesn't get him to that
It's true.
because let us not forget Cody Rhodes isn't this isn't like having Sting come over. This isn't like having a Ric Flair.
No,
It's not
this
like
is-
having a Roman Reigns. It's not like having even a Dean Ambrose. Cody was a C wrestler in WWE. He was freaking Stardust, for God's sakes. So he wasn't. He was a jobber. Now I get that that's the one steal they get. But I do think Bray comes out. I think Bray's going to have a different kind of character. But I don't think it's Cody. Bray's really the only thing I can think of. So that's what I'm going with. All right. Next match. Drew McIntyre. Yes, Stella.
You didn't ask me and Kaden who you thought were going to win.
I did ask who you thought was going to win. You all didn't know the wrestler to pick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. I am going to go Drew McIntyre. Caden.
I don't know who Happy Corbin is, so Drew McIntyre.
Stella.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Yep, that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Okay. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos, Jay and Jimmy, versus Rick Boom
I love him.
and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Who is the middle one that you said?
He's the guy that, do you remember the guy that was acting like he was the deodorant guy?
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Yeah, he was like a deodorant
Allspice.
person, allspice guy, and then he just became a wrestler. All right, so Caden, I don't know if you went first. Go ahead.
I think not the Usos. Not the Usos.
Not the Usos. So you think Rick and Shinsuke?
Yes.
Cool. Stella.
I think the Usos.
Usos. Miss Rebecca.
I'm gonna go Shinsuke and Boogs.
I am gonna go the Usos as well, with Boogs and Shinsuke having an altercation, and I think they're gonna fight. They're gonna go into singles,
No,
a singles bout.
no, they're too good together.
They can only have one goofy tag team, and that's gonna come up later. You can't. They are competition against RK Bro. You can't have two of them doing the same shtick.
They're on two different shows.
Does not matter. Does not matter. All right. SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair or Ronda Rousey. I'm going to go first on this one. I am going to go Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
Stella.
Charlotte Flair.
Miss Rebecca.
Okay, now this is hard. This is hard. I think Charlotte keeps it. I think Charlotte keeps it.
Okay. Caden.
I'm going to say Ronda.
Ronda Rousey. Okay. I don't think the Rousey, I think the pop happened. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think, honestly, this is why I believe Charlotte is coming upon a contract ending, and I think they've got to keep her happy to keep her because her husband is in AEW. But I think Charlotte's the first of the women to bounce to AEW when it happens. All right.
Toni Storm went there.
I do not count her as one of the big ones.
Oh.
I'm talking like people
Like big time.
not getting laid off. Of course, people getting laid off and getting cut are
okay.
going to go.
You
They
mean-
need a job.
You mean like
Dean
like
Ambrose made a decision. Daniel Bryant made a decision.
Matt Hardy made a decision.
Correct. Well,
Well, he walked out. They interviewed him. He walked out of that thing because he was like, if I walk out, like they're gonna have to fire me.
yeah, that's a different story for a different time. All right. So the ending of the day one is the Stone Cold Steve Austin appears on the KO show hosted by Kevin Owens. Okay, so girls, I know this isn't a match really. All right, so you all can just kind of listen. So, Miss Rebecca, what do you think happens?
They're gonna come out. Steve Austin and KO are gonna verbally attack one another. KO's gonna try to attack Stone Cold. Stone Cold's gonna whoop KO's butt, drink beer, smash it, all that stuff, and the end of WrestleMania Day 1.
Okay, here is where I think my hook comes in. This is my brain doing some jumbling.
Okay.
Kevin Owens has been talking a big game, making fun of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
So I think that comes out, and I think before anything happens, I think you cue some music, and I think you have Cody Rhodes come out during this.
And kick KO's butt?
Nope. I think he just comes out there waylaying on Stone Cold, because that is a WWE face. He's the Rushmore. Mm-hmm. He's a Rushmore character. Mm-hmm. I think that happens. I think maybe some other people come out as well, just to get a beatdown on The Rock, and it's WrestleMania, and they love when legends come back.
On The Rock?
I think The Rock comes out. But I don't think The Rock will come out on the KO thing. I misspoke. I do, however, think that because he's a legend, I think all these young guys will be beating up on The Rock. I think you're going to see the Steiner brothers come out, and they are going to...
Because they're in the Hall of Fame.
Because they're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think the Hall of Fame people, I think the legends are going to be getting their butt kicked. KO is going to be having some words to be said. And I think all of a sudden the lights are going to go out.
Oh, Undertaker.
Down. And I think you're going to hear the bell toll. I think the Undertaker is going to come out and clean some house. And that's how WrestleMania Day 1 ends.
That'd be cool.
With a big Undertaker, Stone Cold. Like, I think because the Undertaker has broke character and has done all these interviews, and he's now Mark instead of the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I think for the first time, I think at the end of it, Stone Cold's going to be throwing a beer. I think they're going to throw the Undertaker in the suit, a beer. They're going to cheers.
That'd be cool.
And that'll be the end.
Yeah.
I'd like that. That'd be cool.
I think it will be cool. All right, that's our predictions. Bound to go wrong. Leave a comment down below of which matches you know we got wrong, and we will talk to you next time.
Peace out.